Today in Atlanta, a major sewage project is halted by unexpected global allegations.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Garrett. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day, with Leah and Garrett in Atlanta. All right, let's set the stage for this one. First up, Qatar World Cup trafficking allegations stall a major Fulton County sewage project. So here's the scoop. 38 anonymous Filipino workers have filed a lawsuit alleging they were trafficked and forced to work on stadiums for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. This has put the brakes on a big sewage treatment contract in North Fulton County. The contract, already a headache due to previous environmental issues like an E. coli spill into the Chattahoochee River, is now even more tangled. A public meeting is set for March 29th to discuss the Big Creek Water Reclamation Facility in Roswell. It's a wild reminder of how international events can ripple into local projects. That's something to chew on, huh?
Absolutely, Garrett. This one really resonates with me. The way international labor issues are affecting our local infrastructure is so surprising. It just shows how interconnected our world is. And the link between a global event like the World Cup and a local sewage contract is, kind of unexpected. We need to focus on labor rights and making sure there's accountability, right? Okay, let's move on. Next up, we've got a headline that's close to the heart of it. Homeless camp near Mercedes-Benz Stadium cleared as World Cup approaches. A homeless encampment under the I-85 overpass near Grady Memorial Hospital has been cleared. It was a public health concern, with trash and waste piling up. The cleanup was driven by its proximity to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium with the World Cup on the horizon. It's a tricky situation. The city is trying to balance event prep with tackling social issues like homelessness.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Leah. Public health measures are important, but the timing and motives behind this cleanup are, questionable. It's tough for cities to juggle homelessness and global events. We need more sustainable solutions, not just quick fixes, right? All right, let's roll on. Next up, judge rules against Fani Willis in a $17 million legal battle over the Trump case. So here's the lowdown. A judge has decided that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis can't fight a $17 million request for defense costs. This is tied to the 2020 election interference case with former President Trump. Willis is planning to appeal, and it just shows how financially complex these high-profile political cases can be. The stakes are huge.
Honestly, Garrett, it's frustrating. The financial burden on taxpayers from these ongoing legal battles is massive. $17 million is a lot for defense in a political case. We really need transparency and accountability in how public funds are being used. Can you believe that's even a thing? All right, on to the next. Short-term rentals transform historic Atlanta high-rise into a legal battleground. So the story goes that residents of the landmark condominium in downtown Atlanta are clashing with short-term rental investors. They're outnumbering full-time residents, and there are legal disputes over fees, property rules, and constant disruptions like fire alarms. The shift to short-term rentals has really changed community dynamics, with investors even gaining control over the building's HOA board.
Wow, Leah, that's pretty wild. The community losing control and dealing with these legal hurdles is a big issue. And the fact that short-term rental operators have taken over the HOA board is surprising. It's really important to have balanced regulations that protect long-term residents. Don't you think? Let's shift over to the next. Last up, Ackworth's first homicide of the year. A security guard fatally shot at a bar. A security guard was shot and killed while trying to break up a fight at a bar in Ackworth. This is the city's first homicide of the year. A 25-year-old man has been arrested and charged with murder. It highlights the ongoing concerns about violence in public spaces and the tough job security personnel have.
That's so sad, Garrett. The loss of life is tragic, and the violence in public venues is a real issue. We need to focus on public safety and support for security personnel. There's a big need for community efforts to reduce violence and make sure everyone feels safer.
That's all for today from Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Atlanta. Stay safe and see you tomorrow.